change the scenario between the two, and we get ourselves a race 3.
And we're off. And Handsome Jack chooses Flash and CasualTom chooses Quick. Both stages are very straightforward. Both of them contain E-Tanks. Flash E-Tank is harder to get. And I guess these are one of the stages that you want to start with because they give you a bonus and they give you an idea what to do after.
It should note that CasualTom kind of took a little bit of a detour because he started Flashman last time as Handsome Jack as, of course, HJA is sticking with Flash. So it's gonna see what kind of change in routing this will have an impact on for Tom's decision making.
Yeah, indeed. And he grabbed the tank and one up as usual. That's what you want to do in this stage. Handsome Jack going Flash first, the classic, and he'll probably... Oh, he's going this route. I haven't seen much people take this route, but it gets you straight onto the... Because there's a health pickup down there on this route. It gets you straight onto the health pickup. So it's a thing.
Yeah, but that route can also be filled with enemies. And with the randomizing enemies, don't want to have a chance to deal with enemies that can deal a lot of damage. Fortunately, in HJA's case, it was a clear straight shot down to the health pickup. So HJA kind of got a little lucky. Unfortunately, he still missed his chance at E-Tank because of, jerk birds.
The first nasty thing I saw, it's the birds were immune. Meanwhile, Tom fighting with a Buster weak Crash that was jumping pretty low and was spamming. It was no big deal for CasualTom. He just jumped with him and destroyed him. And we see Metal here again in Flash. This time with slow moving metal blades, but weak as well. Nice job from both of their knives.
Right now, we have not found any items yet, and Tom beat a little bit of a risk taker, going to Airman second.
This is not a thing you'll see every day. Airman second can be really dangerous without items. And I think the Joe army has joined us because they're not giving easy time to Tom.
The good old Joe friendly skies.
Relentless. Wow!
What a damage boost. Honestly, I'm not to discredit Tom on that situation, on that save, but that felt like it was really lucky, especially since when he was landing, there was a Joe mech right there. Enemies like that will snipe you and tend to knock you off into the pit. That was a really fortunate situation that Tom just got handed to him.
When you gotta clutch it out, you clutch it out, and it's the best thing that can happen in a race alive. The thing is, the other Joe shot a bullet, and it's gonna knock back you from the direction it's coming. So that was a really nice thing to see. Meanwhile, Handsome Jack, I think he's having a good time in Quick right now. Taking it easy, nice and easy.
Yeah,
and the jerk birds again, they're everywhere.
But yeah, HJ is not having any issues with Quick Stage at all, while CasualTom is just dealing with the bird onslaught on his way to Airman's boss room.
Yeah, their eggs will be weak, but as you can see this time, birds are not one-shot, birds are completely immune to the Buster. That can bite them at some point. CasualTom meets Flash. Let's see how Flash is randomized. Extremely fast. Oh, decent jump height. Is he really flashy though? Not really, but flashes him 2 times. Nice, well handled.
Both our runners taking out their respective bosses rather handily. But CasualTom finds an item though.
Wow, early item 1, that gamble with Airman truly paid off, I must say.
And he's still going a little bit out of the box. With item 1 in hand, he decides to go straight to Crash. Not a bad decision, but with not having item 3 with him and not knowing what item 1 actually does, since item 1 is randomized.
It's really slow moving and not so fast disappearing. It's really slow. Oh, and he gives up the zip. Okay, he realizes this is not gonna be easy. I will probably fail. Give up the zip. This is a very good decision of him. So zips can sometimes bite you, because if you fail them a couple of times, they tend to lose time after, and he will do the climb regularly. Meanwhile, Handsome Jack takes a fall into the bubble waterfalls.
Yeah, AJ was really hesitant at that point, trying to get that jump in for good reason. Shotmen are some dangerous enemies when trying to jump over pets, and you just saw why. One bad jump means a shotman will just flat out snap you, and a fall death is pretty much all but certain.
CasualTom smartly choosing to conserve his item 1. He will probably use it somewhere around the second part of the climb. And Handsome Jack goes for the pulse buffer zip. But
he wasn't successful the last time he did the pause buffer zip for Bubble. Let's see if he tries to recover. Meanwhile, we got some gatekeeping frogs on these ladders.
And didn't do the A trigger. You can usually didn't do the A trigger. Doesn't matter. Just continue. Get it off your head, Handsome Jack. It's all good. It's all good. This frog is this frog still gatekeeping? Come on.
See,
it's
the why we try to save Crashman Falaz, because in situations like this, these vertical climbs are really dangerous when certain enemies are in specific spots. Frogs in this particular screen is really nasty, because you usually don't have the weaponry to try to destroy the frog, or have a means to try to get a little higher on the ladder so you can maybe damage boost off to the platform, or have Time Stopper to negate the frog's movement. And looks like because of that, Tom is gonna try the game over.
I almost want to say coming here without the items is a really big risk. Like Crit said beforehand, like doing Crash Third is unusual, and I always want to say this is the Kamasenin syndrome. Kamasenin, our Buster Only runner, tends to have big problems on this stage too. And yeah, having no items to work with, stop time, or kill the frog somehow will do this to you.
Yeah, I would have to say this gives AJA quite the advantage, because this is a massive time waste. It also doesn't help that these prop tops, they are killing him very slowly, so it takes Tom a little bit of time to even game over and get out of the stage.
Yeah, definitely. Doing 4 damage a pop isn't really fast. Meanwhile, Handsome Jack fights a really slow-moving but high-jumping underwater Crash. He's not spamming though. He's not shooting anything. That's absurdly strange for me.
That tends to happen in underwater fights with Quickman, because he jumps so high. Whenever he does a quick boomerang, he usually tends to do high jumps before firing them. And with the extra buoyancy, he's hitting the spikes before his AI activates the quick boomerang sequence. So oftentimes if you go to Bubble and have Quickman in that room, there is a chance that Quickman may never fire a boomerang.
Ah, it seems that I have seen Clash. Excuse my French. That was quick. Anyway,
sure, whatever works.
Whatever works. They're both jumping. The same. They don't. Anyway, Handsome Jack is taking on air, and right now, CasualTom is doing the
Joe-friendly skies.
And at the same time, Tom is attempting the pulse buffer. Both on very important places.
Very good shot from AJA, just picking off the Joe armor. Fortunately, the Joe armor was very weak this seed. If it was a little stronger, I would guarantee that would have been damage that would have led to death. So, lucky thing that the armor was weak.
Est-ce qu'on parle français maintenant? No. No. Excusez-moi. Though, something to know about CasualTom got his bubble zip correctly this time. And I didn't see if Handsome Jack died, but I'm gonna guess, looking at his HP, he's doing very well.
Yeah, AJ is doing fine. He gonna probably wind up slowing down a bit because I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to worry about these birds. But right now, CasualTom is now dealing with our ever hoppy Quick Man, who's not very quick because he's underwater. Not to mention his AI just makes him really slow to begin with. Not so quick this time around.
Doing quick work of Quick himself, good job from the home side. And I don't know what's taking Handsome Jack. Are these birds giving him the business, I guess? Because he's stopping to kill, make sure every egg is off the screen, demolished. Now he can go safely to the boss fight.
So CasualTom decides to go to Woodman, while AJ is about to take on that Flashman, who's not that bad. A little fast, a little jumpy, but still really easy in a very fast fight from AJ on Flash. And he finally gets his item 1 as a reward.
CasualTom doing great work of wood. Like almost I want to say that almost is like trained that stage. Looked really well. Even killed 3 small frogs in 3 shots. Wow, that was really wow. And Handsome Jack going to metal, gonna try that item 1. Sees that the item 1 is not very well, but he tends to try again and again. Okay, it's about that time. Well, we never know. Every runner likes to zip. Like most of the runners likes to zip, so he'll try a couple of times until he finally gives up, and we'll do Metalman normally. I think he has no choice. This item is no good.
Yeah, this is a very undependable item 1. Not one that's probably good for zipping. Maybe useful in Crash if he tries, but overall not really good for vertical zipping or zipping of any kind.
Yeah, maybe for Clash it will work, maybe, and that's debatable. You gotta have a really good setup if you're using a slow item 1, and tends to go and take the bonus life. I guess, yeah, why not? Let's have those bonus lives. Mega Man 5. CasualTom taking the Woodman without the good wood zip. The item 1, like we said, is pretty bad. He'll do it normally. Having no issues, doing everything correctly.
Yeah!
Surprise!
I promise that Crusher almost catches everyone once when it's in the sea. The camouflage is just perfect for that kind of sniping.
Yeah, there are some stages that some enemies will blend with the background. If you're not finally attuned, you will probably get it in the face.
CasualTom literally playing with fire here as he got 2 lives, but he seemed to got him in a relatively stable loop and managed to survive Heat Man.
Was about to say, wow, great job from CasualTom. Like, giving no chances to Heat, literally.
And gets item 3 for his trouble.
Nice, and he's gonna go to Heat, properly using that item 3, though he has no item 2 for the Yoku blocks. We're gonna see some jumping action. And Handsome Jack finds here. I'm gonna just explain how Airman works. I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, Airman is a little interesting on conveyor belts. As long as you're on the ground, the air tornadoes actually move slow as long as you're on the conveyor belts. Not only that, if let's say you saw Airman eventually jump to the other side, right? As HAA finds item 2 in Metal Man stage, which Tom hasn't gone in yet.
Well, that's interesting. The more you know, guys. Meanwhile, CasualTom doing the zip. Hey, Trigger, let's go fit. Did he fit? Wow. Okay. Got up the ladder. reset that item 3. That's a smart thing. That's a smart backup. Going up there to reset the item 3. Nice. I guess he didn't grab the A trigger because he's up there again.
Yeah,
oh, he forfeits. He forfeits. Oh no, no. That item, that ammo drop.
I think he was debating trying it again, but he opts to keep going, which may be a wiser decision. Probably just wasting more time at this point, trying to do the zip again rather than just going straight on and continue the stage.
Almost want to say he's hoarding right now. He's collecting item 3 and I don't understand why. He's really to have all the ammo possible. It's a good thing though, it's a good thing. To note that the runner wants to be sure and safe with everything that he does. Meanwhile, Jack does his climb just to learn in a couple of seconds that he's gonna be kept on this ladder for a while. And before the frog though, these frog tops are giving him trouble.
Yeah, let's see what SJA decides to do with our frog ladder keeper.
The raid boss, not allowing anyone. He has Metal Blade. Maybe this will work. Nope. The frogs have randomized weakness. They don't die one. No, don't kill the frog. Kill the froggies. Meanwhile, CasualTom meets Buster Weak Wood. The wood was pretty fast, but CasualTom is not new to this game and dispatches wood very quickly.
AJA is just struggling with this frog. Right now, this is the defining area of this randomizer scene right now. They need to figure out how to get by this frog. Hopefully they will eventually get a weapon that can bypass it. So for right now, we do not know who's going to be the first one to overtake each other. Because right now, Crash seems to be the gatekeeper of this sea to Wily's castle.
I almost want to say there is a way, but until they do it, I'm not gonna say anything. From the top platform, you can use item 1 a couple of times, then grab this ladder really high. But that's not a thing that you usually do in Mega Man 2. And if you're not like familiar with the randomizer, this will happen by what you're seeing. Like from this top platform that he's paused right now. Let's see if he adapts to this situation, because it's pretty bad right now, and he has 3 lives as well. That means a really slow game over.
Meanwhile, CasualTom is having a pretty simple time in Metal Man stage. Probably going to be going to Metal Room where he fights Airman in just a little bit. Of course, still needs to make his way there, of course.
I really want to say that CasualTom really haven't done Clash as well. He had given up as well. But the thing is, he is now completed the majority of the stages. And I don't know if he has Flash, but the odds say that he will have Flash at the time that he's going to crash again. So it'll be potentially far easier having item 3 there as well.
So with Airman being fought again in Metal Room by Tom, I want to complete a thought that I was trying to say earlier. As you saw, Airman switched to the other side. One of the things that you will notice is that whenever you're on the conveyor belt, Mega Man is not affected by the wind mechanics. So actually, you can have a safe spot on the opposite side and not be affected by the wind, and you can keep plugging shots on him from behind. But of course, that depends if Airman allows it. If he, like full jumps across the entire screen.
That's absolutely correct. Lossy Q asks for how this trick works. Mega Man can grab ladders off screen, so if you place item 1 really high and grab that particular ladder off screen, you kinda get not only high onto the ladder, but you get a momentum boost if you grab the ladder pressing down. So this is a potential solution to the problem of this frog. However, every runner thinks for himself, every runner adapts differently, and it's a case thing. As you can see, Tom stops and gets that one-up pickup. He knows it's there, he's gonna stop and get it. So it's a different thing for every runner.
Well, HGA decides to take his game over, so right now both of these guys are completely walled and befuddled by this MVP frog that is just keeping that ladder.
And that was absurdly costly. I was almost want to see game overing on 3 lives is slow, because he had to take the deaths with those prop tops that CasualTom took the deaths with. But yeah, regardless of everything, he's gonna take on wood after probably gonna keep Crash for last.
Well, at the very least, HJA does have item 2 for heal.
Oof. Your favorite enemy, though. It works. It works like a charm every time.
Why won't you leave us alone?
And CasualTom actually stopping here. He wants to know he wants to know what's coming. So he will test every item he has, or at least the majority that I've seen. That doesn't work against the wall. He misses air. Well, that's my best guess.
He taking a nasty fall. He must have not been able to get his jump button in time, or his jump button just didn't register because he just casually walked off just on that last little block tile, before moving onward.
Oof. That's a big oof. I hope he don't get tilted. He's doing well. It's just the crabs. The crabs, they're not random. Their pattern are set, but they always come at the worst place, at the worst time. Always. They know what's happening. They will come for you.
Tom taking his second crack on Crashman stage. Hopefully from the look at his weapon menu, he does have flash now, so he should have an easier time trying to get across that MVP frog that seems to be the troll keeper of the ladder.
Yeah, and properly having all the items now, this shouldn't be a big issue. I say shouldn't, but I actually don't know. And Handsome Jackass not having item 3. Ooh! Trying to A-trigger that block, trying to mini-clip zip that block doesn't work, and it takes a game over. Well, that's the randomizer for you guys. It can get really nasty really fast.
So CasualTom is closing in on that fated section. Hopefully he'll have the means to get by the frog. Equips flash and yep, activates it.
Go mode. Yeah, he's up there. Nice. Yeah, he made it through.
So yeah, right now it seems like CasualTom is firmly in the driver's seat yet again, as this is his last Robot Master. So once he's done with this stage, he's gonna be heading to Wily, but looks like the frogs are not done yet.
I almost want to say, one enemy at the right spot just destroys runners so easily. It's not the case only with frogs, guys. It can be majority of the enemies just are not on the right spot like this frog. It can happen everywhere, trust me.
AJ remembers that he has item 2 this time, so he's going to be flying over the Yoku block section a little bit faster than CasualTom's time on Yoku Man stage, but unfortunately his Heat Man stage was much rougher than CasualTom's, so he's still not getting that much time.
CrashTom taking the detour here, taking an E-Tank from Clashman stage. No, that fat fiend won't allow this. Oh, don't use it. Don't use the item 1. You're not going item 2. You're not going anywhere. So taking everything that he needs for the Wily Stages Assault.
So the Bubble is our final robot master this seed.
Yeah, I almost want to say Alien Green Bubble. And with a machine gun apparently.
Pretty susceptible to the Buster, so this was a relatively easy Bubbleman fight. But yeah, CasualTom done with the 8 robot matches, then he's probably won. So, SpeedGaming fans, Mega Man 2 Randomizer fans, you know what time it is. Get your coloring books out and let's do some coloring because it's time for everyone to guess the color of that Mecha Dragon. And as always, as I say, extra credit, guess that weakness.
Get the extra point, guys. And I'm pretty sure Creed must go first this time. We didn't exactly plan this, but I want you to go first so I can think more.
Your call. Whatever floats your boat. But anyway, I'll go ahead and make my choice. I'm gonna stick with one of my usual colors. I want a monochrome dragon, either grays, blacks, silver tones. And we're gonna see if he'd be vanilla weak and have quick boomerang as a weakness.
Kinda like this rabbit down there, right? Yeah. Well, I like my own Blue Eyes White Dragon, so I'm gonna go Blue Eyes White Dragon, but... Oof, I really want Crash. I want Crash for this seed, so I'm gonna go Crash again.
But anyway, we just saw AJA taking a fortunate death just slightly past the midpoint of Woodman stage. The blockies are really painful enemies to deal with. Trying to use Flash to bypass it, but not cutting it.
It still doesn't kill them, and blockies' contact damage is absurdly high for a normal enemy in a stage. Like in the randomizer, they can be everywhere. In vanilla, they're pretty limited where they spawn, but here, with that high damage, that can be a problem. Health management is a thing here, so... And CasualTom approaching and showing us how to train our dragons. Let's see.
That is the blue dragon.
Okay, give me Crash, baby. Come on, work with me.
It ain't Buster, at least. It ain't vanilla weakness, so I'm out.
Did he shoot? Oh! Welp.
So yeah, that's probably not a very good death to take, methinks.
I almost want to say that from the flickers I didn't see what happened, but I'm gonna guess that he fall from the platforms because I didn't see the dragon like killing him or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he took damage from a fireball shot, and with the extra lag, he was probably out of position on the platforms and just winds up falling, which is not that uncommon a thing.
Yeah, guys, don't be like this. You need to know how to train your dragon. You really need to know how to train your dragon in this game. It's awkward as every Wily fight. Like, you need to position yourself and search for weapons at the same time. It makes the dragon far much harder than vanilla.
Meanwhile, AJA taking out Heatman and Woodman stage, and now trying to get his revenge in Crashman stage. Hopefully getting by the epic Frog of Ages. And I think you got yourself a weapon, Prodigy.
Oh my dear, 100%. Got him. Wow. Nice. What was the meme? I'll be taking calls all week.
You only got half right.
Well, Blue Eyes White Dragon. I guessed Blue Eyes White Dragon and Crash.
You said Blue Eyes. That's just a blue dragon. Don't try to pull semantics with me.
Shenanigans. I call shenanigans. I've been from my victory.
My commentating partner, folks.
Oh dear.
But seriously, CasualTom going through the assault on Wally 2. Hopefully, AJA is about to take care of his business on this. Using Auto 3.
Nice.
Excuse me to getting by the frog. Also not a bad option. So AJA should be approaching Bubbleman and be on his way to the Wily Castle very soon. Meanwhile, CasualTom is going through the narrow hallway on his way to his Pico Pico fight.
Yep, refilling the much needed ammo that he thinks he will need. He also took his time to get the small ammo, the small ammos from the other rooms, and it's always a good thing to have that bonus ammo. You never know what's gonna happen. You must be prepared for everything. You can always risk it, but a randomizer, if you risk it and the randomizer says no, you will have trouble.
AJ, there's some jackasses just getting it. The squirms are just messing with him so badly.
But he has flash. He has flash.
He's not thinking about using flash though.
Unused.
You rarely use flash. You just don't think about using it. In a situation like this, this will be a good time to use it.
Come on, Jack. Didn't you brush your teeth enough? Come on, it's time to use an E-Tank and do it. Let's go.
He's not using it.
What happened? The frog didn't kill him? Okay, it killed him.
Yeah, he had 1 unit of health left. And of course, that's enough to kill him. Anyway, we have Leaf Shield as a Pico Pico weakness, but before that, CasualTom was wasting a lot of air to try to destroy him.
And
he needs to.
Ooh. Oh well.
We tried to say these things. Sometimes you just got to be mindful and use your E-Tanks. CasualTom had 4 E-Tanks. I gotta say, there's no excuse not to pop one in.
I'm not gonna go for it. It happens to anyone. But, yeah. Just use your E-Tanks, guys, remember. Especially on Wily fights. Dying on a Wily fight tends to lose a lot of time. Just use it there. Plus, all your ammo is lost if you die. You're not gonna get it back. So you need to refill again. But yeah, we got a god weakness, which is Leaf, so he can chill, or if he decides, he can use that Leaf and just kill him faster. But usually, Leaf Shield costs ammo only if you shoot it, so if you stay in one place, you can just wait and Picos will kill themselves. Let's go around to get gold to round 2.
It looked like AJA's finally figured out the glory that is the Time Stopper.
Oh man. The flashing lights of victory. Got him. Let's go.
CasualTom also finding out the glory of the Leaf Shield. He found it before, but now he actually putting it to good use.
Of course he has to dodge here and there, but that's not the case. That's not the case. He completes it easily this time.
So we got ourselves CasualTom going to Wally 3. AJA opted to get the E-Tank, which is not a bad idea, but he's still on his way to his Bubbleman fighting Crash room.
He's gonna try the walls again. It's not metal. It's not Crash, I think. I think he has to try air. That's his last. He has no air, so there is no way. But he probably understood by this time. It has to be air. Anyway, you can hear another randomized track that I kinda really love. It's just Stingray. Was it from X? I almost want to say X4.
Yeah, it's X4. It's just Stingray's theme. HAA handily taking out Bubble Man, and he's finally on his way to Wily Castle, where he's just a couple of stages behind, but this seed has been pretty brutal. It probably won't take too much if CasualTom gets stuck in a stage, but that's for the seed to decide.
Yeah, it doesn't take much from a seat to get you tilted. Trust me, it's really easy to get tilted. Especially if you see a mental barrier, something that you aren't used to, and you have to deal with it multiple times, dying multiple times. It can be a big deal sometimes.
Cough, frogs in crash, cough.
Yeah, like this.
Alright, so we got a mention in chat about what the randomizer actually randomizes. Alright, so let's go over the list again. So we got boss stage, we got stage randomizations, enemies are randomized, bosses are randomized, boss weaknesses are randomized, boss AIs are randomized, enemy damage you deal to them are randomized, weapons are randomized, the weapons you get, the items you get, weapon attributes are randomized, item 1 as the sole item that's randomized, music is randomized, color is randomized. You also got some special cosmetic randomizations with text, including the weapon menu where the letters in the weapon menus are randomized, except for items 1, 2, and 3.
These
So
floors are randomized. Everything, guys. Absolutely, like everything that doesn't break the game is randomized. Well,
but anyway, CasualTom seem to be moving along Wally 4 pretty well so far. Not too many harsh enemies so far, but he's about to go to the moving platform rooms.
shoutouts to Kamesinin for the amazing copy pasta. This thing helps a lot. And we find the gear. I don't know the name of these guys. I call them gear guys.
I believe they're
guys
called
on the first
Pyrobot.
game. Pyrobot. Okay. They're usually not so scary, but on this screen, if there is a spawn, I'm not gonna say it. You're gonna see it. Nope,
No,
there
not
isn't.
this time.
Usually, if there is a spawn under the ladder, it will instantly come down and knock you off the ladder, and you're not expecting that. This time, this is not the case.
HJA taking headshot on the Mega Dragon as well, digging for weaknesses. And low on health, he needs to be really careful.
Ooh, Wily 4. Wily 4, and it's properly purple here right now. The great...
What a drop! HJA taking a nasty fall on the Mega Dragon, trying to recover himself but could not do it properly at all, taking an unfortunate fall death.
Yeah, Wily stages giving both of the runners the business. They're both trying different places.
So we need to see CasualTom actually try to navigate his way through this final section of Wily 4 while HJA needs to find a good weakness for the Mega Dragon so he can get by and go to Wily 2.
CasualTom decides to not use any items. He's gonna take it slowly but surely. Wait for that calm train to the road to victory.
When push comes to shove, this is always a viable option if you don't have the means to move through this area fast. Slow and steady can win the race sometimes.
Avoiding the mental block. If you're not used to something, if your mind is not used to something, just try your best to not do it. Safely continuing to the bottom section of what, with a lot of blockies, it seems, taking a lot of damage. And Jack takes 2 on the dragon. Takes around 2. And he's fighting with Leaf. That's a secondary weakness.
Yeah, that means the weaknesses for the dragon were Leaf and Crash, not necessarily the best weaknesses around. And I think the Crash explosives were really short, so you could not kill the Mecha Dragon with the Crash explosions real fast this seed.
Yep, that's true. Crash can be also randomized. Speaking of Crash though, boobies. Tom wisely decides to use an E-Tank to continue the fight. I don't believe he still knows the weakness of the walls. Finds it now. He still needs to find the weakness of the boobies. Has plenty of E-Tanks to do so.
So we still gotta find the weakness for the actual turrets. One thing to always note, the Crash walls and the boobies will have different weaknesses.
Yeah, they're always different. I moved a little bit because I was really happy it was not Leaf Shield. He didn't have enough ammo, for sure.
So we end up having a vanilla weakness after all. Boobies being weak to Crash.
Showing the randomized Crash attribute. You can spam the Crash and kill them all extremely fast. So refights.
But yeah, AJ's making his way towards the Pico fight, while CasualTom with his pretty much stranglehold on his lead, going through the refights with some good old morph music for Wally 5 this seed.
Oh yeah, I was trying to remember watching Jack calmly refills all his ammo. That's a good thing to note. And seeing he has a lot of E-Tanks, and was trying to remember what this music was. Creed always knows the music. I'm always counting on my music guy to know what's coming. I'm usually pretty bad. I'm sorry guys, usually pretty bad. Like I know, I have a sense of rhythm, but I can't remember. Come on, I don't know anything.
But HJA is doing the weakness shuffle, trying to find the weakness for the Picos. Wisely decides to pop that E-Tank because his health was really low. And it looked like Bubble is a really solid weakness. It also one-shots the Picos, but at the cost of 1 unit per.
It smells vanilla, but yeah, it seems to be exact ammo. Oh
no, it's not exact ammo.
It's not that exact. Yeah, it's better. He's gonna keep using it. Meanwhile, CasualTom did a couple of really good refights, and his health situation is fine, regardless of having a lot of E-Tanks. He's doing really well. Fighting that underwater quick.
So AJ's done with the Picos, and now he's on the way to Wally 3. And CasualTom is on his 7th Robot Master on this refight, nearing his way to the Wally Machine. Of course, Flashman being a long jumper, just enough height for Mega Man to get under him and just pop him easily. And of course, Bubble Man is susceptible to the Buster for a soft weakness, so he's no trouble as well. And that's all the Robot Masters down. Let's see if our Wally Machine is Buster weak this seed.
Yep, and just one last Wily contraption to destroy, and it's Buster. That's I almost want to say it's Buster every time, but it's not. The chance is really low, it seems like, to have something else than Buster.
I'm willing to take bets just to see if it's immune.
We thought a lot of times over there, but I guess not the case with these two seeds. And CasualTom destroys successfully the Wily Machine. Like Rico said, we're on Victory Road here.
Yes, we are. It's basically Casual Tom's race to lose at this point. Our our tracker getting a little bit premature with the winner icon. At least
Yeah,
wait
so
for the guy to finish the actual seed before we actually declare it.
I was wondering what happened. See the winner screen. Yeah. Anyway, good way from
Premature
good,
winnerlation.
good awareness from the tracker though. He surely is doing his job.
Wait, Casual Tom's about to take on the alien. Let's see what this alien is weak to this seed.
I almost caught. Oh dear. Well, alien. It's over? No. Oh, this air. Oh, it's air. Nice. It's doing a lot of damage. GG's, CasualTom, with finishing with official SRO time of 46.05.
Now we can put the winner icon on Casual Tom. GG's to Casual Tom as he beats HJA 2-0 in this first match of Group E, giving him a 1-0 record while HJA gets his first loss.
I want to say that Handsome Jack didn't do so badly himself. It was just that I guess the lack of no, I'm not gonna say practice, but experience with the randomizer got to him. There's just too many things that are randomized. You don't know them. He clearly has no idea that these floors are random right now. He just falls down. It looks so confused to me. Oh dear, that's what the randomizer is good.
Give me a moment while I tried to get Casual Tom in for his interview for a moment.
I'm just watching a perfect showcase of what the randomizer can do to you right now. It's like these fake floors are giving Handsome Jack trouble. Wow, it's pretty funny. I'm 100% sure he's not satisfied with this. Come on, Jack, you can do it. Properly using item 2 this time to climb the last fake floor section of YD4. And we'll grab the tank for extra juice. You always want to have that reserve Pepsi.
Anyway, keeping track with HJA on his exploits as he's finishing off the seed. You see like he's not having too much trouble in Wally 4 right as of this moment. But then again, the enemies in the stage are not that bad.
Oh, he did. He died on fake floor, but it happens.
Well, in the meanwhile, while HJ is going, we actually got Casual Tom in the booth right now. How you doing, Tom? GG's on your race.
GG's, Tom. Oh. Well, I guess Tom can hear us.
Look like he might not have his mic on as of yet.
Sorry, I think I got on now.
There we go. Once again, GG's, Tom. How you feeling?
Oh, great, and thanks so much for the GGs, and thanks so much for the commentary. I look forward to catching the replay later on. Feels great. You know, some ugly spots in there, some surprises for sure. But yeah, you know, it's a learning experience, and it was a lot of fun. I love taking on a new challenge that's just different that I haven't done before. Great.
All right, Tom. Let's get the elephant out of the room and get that out of the way. That frog in this. What frog?
The hero frog, the frog champion, the raid boss of this seed. Tell us what was your thought process, like seeing this frog and giving you wishes?
The thought process is follows. Crashman last every time from now on.
Good man.
Oh yeah, that's how you learn.
But seriously, that aside, how are you feeling about the seeds overall? What's your overall mind processes as going through each of these two seeds?
Oh man, I gotta try and remember what was different about each one. What really stood out? That frog for one. See that. Yeah, God, that first one with the walls in the boo beam room. Yeah, that was not funny.
Yeah, I seem to remember.
Oh my God, last E tank.
Trying everything on those walls, and it was not working. Did you?
Everything.
Did you
Literally everything.
Did you panic and repeat like everything is? It's not this. What it is? What is it?
I was
What
like,
is
it's over. But like, thank
Oh.
God I remembered to use the Buster eventually.
It's never over. You're playing Mega Man. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah, that's a relief.
But yeah, as we continue the interview, we have to inform that AJA did decide to forfeit. So it was unfortunate that he wasn't able to complete the seeds, but GG's to AJA for trying and keeping pace as much as possible.
Yeah, I look forward to checking it out later. He's a good dude. I'm acquainted with him in other Discord servers.
Yeah, he really tried. Unfortunately, he got his ass whooped a couple of. Like you, exactly on the same spots, but he kind of took it really rough on these two seeds. Yeah, so perfectly understand why he's forfeiting. Nevertheless, you both did really good job.
Yeah, it was tough, but feels good.
Does it? Do you want more?
Not tonight, no thanks. Got work tomorrow. It's a work night. It's a school night. Kids, do your homework.
No, don't play Mega Man. Do your homework. I almost want to ask, because you're new to the Rando, or pseudo new to the Rando, and you know ROM hacks, what do you think is good about this randomizer? What do you think has to be somewhat changed? What do you think overall about the Rando?
I mean, there's just so many variables, and it usually works out really well. You know, you got to really appreciate what they did with Airman Stage. Really appreciate what they do with the music. Of course, you know, the colors are always fun too. Yeah, it's just it can get really challenging sometimes, like in the Wily stages, especially with that dragon if you don't find his weakness right away. So I'm used to killing him quick. I'm not used to dodging all his little flickery fires, so didn't have as much luck the second time.
Well, I'm not sure if Jack is coming for an interview, but I must ask, did you clench? Did you clench yourself, your whole being, while making that airman jump? That airman jump was something else, that you got a backwards D boost throughout that show.
I think I smiled a bit.
Jump.
I might have given the webcam a thumbs up when that happened. It's all recorded.
It was something that really took me, like, seeing that. It was a wow, one of those wow.
Lucky me.
Did you plan that, or it was, oh, I'm gonna do it? Yes.
Man,
what was that moment?
Who's gonna believe me if I said I planned that?
I will. But, you
know what? No, I respect you too much. That was an accident.
Okay, we thought so as well. We thought it was an accident, but it doesn't matter. You still made it.
I had a lot of lucky D boosts tonight, I think.
That's what it takes to play the rando. You gotta have some luck too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, what else can I say? Just, you know, thanks, for inviting me to the tournament. You know, Charlie Boy, he asked me a couple times. First, I was like, no, it's cool. Like, you know, I haven't really been practicing. You know, I don't, run this with a splitter. I just kind of do it to hang out. And, you know, I don't use client commands often enough that I'm comfortable, so I always have to embarrass myself by asking all the questions. But, you know, he asked a couple times, and I was like, all right, well, I mean, if you want me that bad, sure. I like Mega Man 2. I like the Randomizer, and a good group. And it is. It's been a really terrific.
No, there's nothing. Don't be like this. There's nothing bad in not knowing something. There is no shame in asking. And you're giving nobody a trouble. Like, there is not much to explain really. So, and you did a really good job, and you really know you've been trying these days. So yeah, your efforts really showed up today.
Thanks so much. I don't know if this was mentioned at all during the commentary, but you know, today I taught myself zips for the first time, including the heat zip, which I pulled off for like the very first time today. Like I knew the bubble zip, and unfortunately I didn't have as much luck with that one. Or even the heat zip, in fact. I kept going for those like large item refills just in case I died, like on the Yoku blocks, and I wanted to try the item 3 zip again. But yeah, I mean, you know, I just learned them today, so not as reliable for me yet.
Now I know why you pick up all these ammo. Because if you die, that's a smart thing. If you die and something bad happens and you're without ammo, you're gonna get it right after you die. You're gonna still have ammo. That's really smart.
Yeah, I mean, it helps to keep track of your lives. I mean, you know, I'd be lying if I said I was always 100% when I had lives. But, I mean, you pick up quite a bit, and I try to go out of my way to get them so I don't have to worry about it too much. Because things can happen, you know, you get knocked into a pit, an enemy you're not used to.
Yeah, things like this happen a lot.
So yeah, I mean, while I'm here, you know, just I'm trying to think of like who I can get shout outs to. Just a quick, you know, representation of Snups community. We've
feel free to shout out or
sure
give your thoughts about anyone that you want to say anything in this tournament or in general. Shout out your friends, whatever you want to. You're the winner here. You're the guy that did it today. Okay. I hope you're satisfied with your, I don't know, races.
Oh yeah, totally. I didn't expect it to go this well at all, because I haven't been practicing. I played a little Mega Man 2 the other day, but as far as people I want to give a quick shout out to, you know, just Kumba was here tonight. Thanks for inviting me to your Discord where I got acquainted with people like Jack, self, probably some other people. Shouts to the Snupster community. It's our YouTube channel where there's like a dozen of us that we race Mega Man games usually with Game Genie codes with like single weapon challenges. Like we got Mega Man 2 one coming up. I won't yet, but they kind of got me into this whole speedrunning thing. I used to just kind of play Mega Man casually a lot, and then once the Mega Man Legacy Collection came out, I had to learn to buster the bosses, which I never really thought to do. I'd always buster the stages, not the bosses. So then I started doing that. Then eventually I heard about the Snupster community, and they would race the Mega Man games with buster only through the Robot Master stages, then any percent after that, so you get kind of a good variety. So I heard about that, and I reached out to them, and I started kind of hanging out with them, racing with them, and they've welcomed me into their family. We have good fun. Their YouTube channel. You know, so if you like seeing Mega Man races, please check us out. Megaphil X is a member. He created Mega Man Unlimited. Yeah, we screw around a lot. It's a lot of not for kids, really offensive kind of humor. So people could get offended. Beware,
so
but
PG-18.
At least.
I always want to say that the Mega Man community was always healthy in terms of, doesn't matter, ROM hacks, casual play, speedrunning, whatever. It was always people that you can play with, and they were all friendly, and yeah, that's what I always liked about this community.
Yeah, I haven't made any enemies somehow, which is great. You know, there's just so many great people I've met, and you know, now that you know, I'm kind of settled down, you know, wife and family, kid, and all that. You know, this is kind of like my social life at this point, for better or for worse. So, but it's great, you know, I get to play, people come, they say what's up, to chat, and what more could I want? Fun.
Well, so, there's nothing more. Keeping such an old game alive to this point, I think that's enough. Like, yeah. Speaks enough of how the people playing this game think. Anyway, Creed, do you have any thoughts in your mind? You want to ask Tom or something that's thinking?
Actually, I think you did most of the talking for me, so I think we're all good.
Nice.
But yeah,
I feel good taking the weight off your shoulders, at least for once.
But yeah, I do want to say that AJA did decline to join us for an interview, but he did want to make his mark in saying that I hate frogs.
Him too, huh?
Yeah, that scene with Crash was just brutal for the both of you. But if y'all have anything else you want to say before we sign out for the night, feel free to do so.
Yeah, just if you don't mind, a quick shout out to yourself, Creed. I saw that Z prototype run at GDQ a little while ago, and it was terrific. I really enjoyed watching it. I like watching it run. So
Thank you,
again,
thank you.
Pog. That
And
was a pog run.
I hope I didn't forget anyone. I should have a race coming up Thursday night, 2 nights from now. So I'll be back. And, if I forgot anyone, they'll probably let me know, and I'll make it. All right, I'll probably get to bed soon then. Again, so much, you guys. See you soon.
Thanks for coming by, CasualTom.
Oh yeah, anytime. Thanks for having me. Take care.
So yeah, speaking of which, we should quickly go through the current timeline that we have for upcoming Mega Man 2 randomizer races. We got one coming up tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern with Kami Sen and Mega Cal 83. That's good. We don't have any Speed Gaming channel schedule right now, so keep your eye out for any updates on our schedule. But yeah, like we said, tomorrow we got Kami Sen and Mega Cal 83. On Thursday, we got 2 runs coming. First at 10:30 in the morning with Rin, Hero, and Olicat, and later that evening at 10 o'clock Eastern at night between CasualTom, who we just saw tonight, and Infinite Mystery, who's going to be doing his first match in this randomizer. And coming up Friday, a couple of days after, also at 10 o'clock Eastern, will be another Group A match between Stuffy Things and myself. So I'm going to be racing in a few days, folks. So stay tuned for that race. And of course, the others that are preceding it. And we will have the actual channels available as the randomizer commences. So, of course, final shout outs to the Speed Gaming crew, SRL, for helping us setting up all the randomizer races that you've seen here. Our organizer, Charlie Boy, who is the brainchild of this tournament. Duck Fist, who made the randomizer, of course. Of course, shout outs to you, Prodigy, my esteemed co-commentating colleague.
Thank you very much. And before I'm gone, I'm pretty sure you covered the shoutouts and everything. Good luck to your race, dude. I'm gonna say this in advance because I'm gonna say it like 30 more times. Good luck on your races, on the upcoming races.
Always appreciate good luck. So I think that pretty much does it for us. So until the next Mega Man 2 randomizer race, for Prodigy, this is LV Creed. Keep your eyes out for the next matches and have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Have a good one, everybody.